Do you think people coming to Puerto Vallarta need to know Spanish, and do you think people coming to live here should know Spanish? It's hot in Puerto Vallarta today.
This is the first time I've seen daylight.
Hilda's been hard at work today. I've been at work. I don't know if I've been hard at work or not. Now we are about to go to dinner. We were searching for a place with air conditioning just because we're being wimps today. It's feeling a little hot. I think Puerto Vallarta as a whole is starting to warm up, and then coming from Mexico City, which is much cooler temperatures, we're just wimps. We're
struggling today. We're sticky.
Yeah, I've been sweating all day just working on the computer. We're gonna try a restaurant that we've never been to before.
Dun, 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 dun.
You'll see when we get there.
Ooh, suspenseful.
Coexist Cafe. All signs would say it's closed except for the fact that the door's open.
Oh, there's somebody in there. We found the hostess, or host, and we are those people who ask to sit in the air conditioner. So we have the whole restaurant to ourselves, but it's pretty comfortable in here. They have like some nice bench seating, so.
They had the AC on already, so I didn't feel bad. Through that way, it looks like it's connected to maybe a little hotel park because there's a pool. There's actually a good breeze going on through there, so even if the AC wasn't on, it wouldn't be too bad. So
we're just the super wimps today.
We'll let you know how the food is. Our first impressions of the restaurant are pretty good. It's a nice atmosphere. Obviously there's AC, that's what we wanted. Prices are a little more expensive than some other places in PV, but we'll see if the food is worth it. I had a good menu that had pizza, pastas, chicken, shrimp, burgers, Mexican food, so a little bit of everything. First we've got our salsa and chips. So far they're good. The one I've had is good.
That was really good.
Our Spanish-speaking waiter reminded me our recent trip to Mexico City has re-inspired my drive to learn Spanish. And I've been studying since we moved here this time, but I studied a lot harder back from August to December. I studied really hard, learned quite a bit. We weren't blogging, we weren't on YouTube, so instead of making videos and writing articles and taking pictures and all that stuff, I spent pretty much my whole day learning Spanish. Not that we're gonna stop those things, but I'm reinvigorated, re-energized to learn Spanish. No one that we talked to in Mexico City spoke English at all. I felt like my Spanish progressed when we were there, and I felt like it challenged myself being around so much Spanish, so I'm excited to get back to studying hard and to reach complete fluency. I want to be able to have a conversation perfectly, listen to music in Spanish, understand and watch TV in Spanish, so I'm excited to do that. How much Spanish can you speak?
Poquito. I don't like to speak Spanish because I'm insecure about my speaking abilities in Spanish. I feel insecure even watching these videos back, hearing myself speak in English that I've been speaking for like 26 and a half years now. I am going to try to start practicing speaking in Spanish a little more. I can understand Spanish, not quite as well as Greg, but so I think if I tried to start practicing Spanish, it's almost like the fear of failure. Or like, I know that I'm going to mispronounce words, and that makes me feel self-conscious and insecure, which is so silly.
Do you think people coming to Puerto Vallarta need to know Spanish, and do you think people coming to live here should know Spanish?
I don't think that necessarily if you want a vacation to Puerto Vallarta that knowing Spanish is a must. However, I feel like if you come to Puerto Vallarta on vacation and do speak Spanish, I think that your experience will be better overall. I think that someone choosing to move here permanently or semi-permanently, again, I think it would be beneficial for you and the native Spanish speakers of this area for you to know Spanish, at least conversational, maybe not completely fluent, but I think it's almost like respectful, or sometimes I feel almost disrespectful when I speak in English and I say, "Hi, I need water," because I know how to say those things in Spanish. So I think a basic level of understanding is good for both parties.
Alright, I went with the fish and chips. There's my fish, there's my chips. Got a salad along with it, some tartar sauce. What'd you get?
Chicken breast with 2 sides. I chose salad and guacamole. It looks really good. The salad's really good. Give us your 30-second review of Coexist Cafe. Coexist Bistro. was really, really good. The portion sizes are about perfect. I think I finished my entire entree. It's just about right. Service is really good. The place is super comfortable. It's in a great people watching spot. Windows nice and cool, airy, breezy. The food was great.
The bread was really good.
Really good bread and chips, which are like low on the list, but if they're really, really good, they make the list. We would highly recommend it. I really like the service. Everything was great about it.
Are we gonna go back?
We are definitely gonna go back. I want to try breakfast there.
Yeah, breakfast seemed really good. If you're coming to PV on vacation, like Hillary said, I don't think you need to know Spanish. I think it would definitely be beneficial. I think you can get a kind of better sense of the culture and of the people if you know a little bit though. It's a nice courtesy to at least be able to say a few words in Spanish and attempt to say a thing or two, and then here they'll be able to switch to English pretty quickly, but I think people will be really friendly to you and really appreciate that if you at least attempt to say something in Spanish. Let us know what your experience has been in Puerto Vallarta and other countries that you may have visited. Do you speak Spanish? Do you speak the local language? Do you not? Was it an issue? I know for Mexico City for us, I think if we didn't speak any English, it seemed like it would have been a problem. You can probably get by. At the airport, we kind of had some issues. Nobody that we spoke to knew any English. Luckily, we were able to get by with the Spanish that I know, but I think we still would have gotten on our flight. We still would have been fine, but we would have been way more nervous, way more anxious had we not been able to confirm exactly what was going on. So knowing Spanish in that situation was really helpful. So let us know your experiences traveling overseas. Have you had any language issues before? And if you have learned another language, let us know how you learned it. I've used several different methods. I've used Duolingo.com. It's completely free. It's a great way to have a basic understanding of language, know the grammar, some sentences that you're going to use in everyday language. I've used Hemsler Spanish as an audio program. I think that one has been really great for me. Definitely helps your speaking ability. And then last, I've used FluentU.com. It's a series of videos that they've translated, so it'll be maybe a music video or a TV show that's in Spanish and also has the subtitles in English. You can hover over the word and it tells you what it means, and then it has a quiz after each video. So that's a good way to listen, get used to maybe listening to music, watching TV in Spanish, and the quizzes are really good for your comprehension. I'll link all three below.
I think that it is 6:59, which means we are calling it a day before 7 p.m., which is quite rare, We had a great day back to work, back to the grind. We're working on some really cool things at Kinetic Kinnons. Stay tuned. We got some t-shirts, some day trips planned, blog posts to be written. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell. That way you get notified every time we post a new video. And we will see you guys tomorrow.
Hasta luego.